In this demonstration, we're going to cover the different levels of formatting that we covered in our first Microsoft Word lesson, and those are character formatting, paragraph formatting, page formatting, and section formatting. We're just going to cover the first three, and we'll leave section formatting to a future demonstration. So let's open up a sample document that I've created, and this just has text in it from one of our first lessons. And the first thing to demonstrate our character formatting is, let's zoom in a little bit so we can see individual characters a bit better. And the thing of interest with character formatting is that a character formatting attribute is applied to individual characters. You don't have to make an entire word red, for example. You can make just a couple of the characters red. So let's do that. Let's select 3 characters and we can make it red. We can select 4 more characters and we can make that a different color. And we might even select one individual character and we can highlight that yellow. We can choose individual characters and we can use different size font if we want. We can make some characters bigger than others. So really, what's important to know is that character formatting is applied to each individual character. It doesn't have to be per word or an entire paragraph. Other options for character formatting, if you right click and you choose the font option, you're going to see all the different options in here, and those are also character level formatting. Most of these you'll see on the home ribbon up here under the font section, but there's some more in that menu as well. So that's what character formatting is. The next type of formatting is paragraph formatting. So let's zoom out a little bit so we can see some individual paragraphs. And what you first need to know is how to determine when a paragraph starts and stops. So to do so, if we click this button up here, it's called Show Hide Paragraph Marks. What it's going to do is it's going to show us some invisible characters that are on the document that don't print. So wherever you see that symbol, that means that's the end of a paragraph. You can even see, let's zoom in here a little bit, when you turn that on, you can see where you've hit a space. So even if you put in several spaces, these little dots will show up. So if you ever had to tell how many spaces there are, you can turn this feature on. It's going to show you where the spaces are, but it's not going to print when you actually print your document. So these little marks here, the paragraph marks, will tell you when and where a paragraph starts and stops. So if we click anywhere on the second paragraph, because the first paragraph is actually this heading up here, let's click on the second paragraph and we're going to say center. And it's not going to center just that one line, and it's not going to center everything in the document. It's just going to center everything within that paragraph. So you'll notice that paragraph 1 up here and paragraph 3 down here did not change when we centered the second paragraph. If we want those to change, we have to click on them individually and apply paragraph level formatting to those. We can also, you don't have to do it for each individual paragraph. You can apply it several at a time. So if we were to highlight all or part of a paragraph, let's highlight all of paragraph 1, all of paragraph 2, and just part of paragraph 3. Say we want to make them all centered. We can do that. We can center them, and no other paragraphs down here were centered, just the ones that we had highlighted at the time. We can also do things like line spacing. That's a paragraph level format. So if we right click on this paragraph and we go to the paragraph option, this is where all of our paragraph level formatting options are. We can change the line spacing. Say we want double spacing for this paragraph. Click that, and okay, there we have double spacing for this paragraph. Let's change it back to single spacing. And you can see here there's this blank space between these paragraphs, and you might wonder how you actually get rid of that, because there's actually no line between it. It's spacing. To do that, that's a paragraph level format feature. So if we right click on this paragraph, paragraph 2, you can see here it says spacing. So it says spacing after the paragraph, and right now it's set to auto, and by default Microsoft Word is going to put some space in there just to make things look a little bit prettier. We can change that to say 0. Nothing changed right now, but that's expected, because if we go to the third paragraph here, right click and we go paragraph, you'll see the before is set to auto, so it's going to space it just before the paragraph is going to space it for you. So let's change that to 0 as well, and once we do that, you notice that there's no space between the paragraphs. It's still 2 different paragraphs, there's no space between it, because we told it we don't want any extra space added before or after the respective paragraphs. Um, the third level of formatting is called page formatting, and let's turn off these paragraph marks because we don't need them. Let's zoom out a little bit so we can see the page, and the page level formatting can be found under the page layout menu, and you can see the different options here. We can change the orientation of the page. Let's make it landscape, make it longer widthwise, and we can do things like we can change the size of the paper. So by default in Microsoft Word, the document is set to 8.5 by 11 inches, which is the standard sheet that you would print out on a printer. But say we want to print a legal size paper, we can change that to 8.5 by 14, and now you have a legal size paper you can work with. We can do other things. We can put in watermarks. So let's put in a confidential watermark. We can change the page color. Let's make it a purple background. We can put a page border on it. Let's pick a pretty simple border, a plain box. Maybe make it red and a little bit thicker line, and OK. Now, page formatting is applied to all the pages in the document. So if I go and insert a new page with a page break, that's Control Enter as a shortcut for that, you'll see that page number 2 also has the exact same formatting. And that's something that is, because it's at the page level, it's going to apply to every page in the document. If you want to change those, then you need to learn how section breaks work and how section formatting works. That's going to be covered in a different demonstration. So those are the three different levels of page format, or three different levels of formatting: character formatting, paragraph formatting, and page formatting.